Whew. All right, so there was another interruption, and this is a fast forwarded leap into the future. This is the next day. And I'm tuning back into the message because I didn't feel right just scrapping it. So we appear to be very, very caught up in our thoughts, in our mind, and that will feed your emotions, which then feeds your actions. Now is a time where you're kind of feeling a lot of turmoil. I'm feeling like it's inner and outer turmoil. I'm feeling like there's someone whose focus, whose mind space, whose thoughts are keeping them trapped or keeping them lost in the maze of their minds. And Divine is telling me that the direction you've been heading lately, mentally and spiritually, you just have to be careful of your steps. Really be mindful of your present moment and how to open up to divine guidance. Because you are guided, you are protected. No matter what situation, what person you have to face, whatever you might be feeling anxious about, stressed, but in a way where you're like, I don't know how this situation, I don't know how this person is going to turn out or react. You're caught up. Wow, look at that. You're worried about someone, but this someone is someone you know. This is someone that you're acquainted with or you know of, a friend or a former friend, or even family. So this is definitely more than a situation. It's a person for you that you're focused on, that your mind is kind of, look, that even affected my throat chakra. It's like your mind is really racing through. I'm hearing scenarios, like you've got things playing in your head and you're aware that it could create a reality. So it's somewhat like a simulation of the future, but you're sort of just focused on your reactions. You want to be able to face a situation that might be difficult, right? Literally, we have the Tower stuck because it's in that reversal. We're kind of stuck in our mind space, but we have to release that in order to get through the portal, the transformation, really coming out of the cocoon of our brain. What is this? Yeah. This just fell in my lap. Satellite view. This is about having a higher perspective of a situation, right? Seeing a situation or a circumstance clearly with renewed vision or in its entirety. So not being held by low vibrations while resolving issues or seeking solutions is what Divine wants us to remember. Remember ourselves into that divine space of truth and acceptance and transformation. Whatever situation is coming up in your life, that is the reason, because it makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't break you makes you grow, elevate, climb. Wow. Yeah, we have the elevator card, but it came in reverse. Like it was showing me this side first. So the downside to the escalator would be that they bring you down versus they hold you down. So this person you're worried about encountering or dealing with or connecting with, perhaps, however that resonates with you, this person makes you feel down, it's like they bring you down, they bring your vibration down. And you need connections that hold you down, that like really ground you and make you see your situation in its entirety with clear vision. You might feel like this person that you're thinking of is an energy vampire because they're exhausting to your spirit, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You feel it. You feel trapped. You feel suffocated. You feel like you can't breathe at times when you see this person or when you have to confront this person. So this is interesting. I'm just breathing in the truth here. The truth to be seen, spoken, and shared. Wow. This little, clump of cards came falling out. So we have this showing up. Aole, no. So whatever the question was that you posed earlier, or the focus that you were kind of concentrating on and you want answers for, it's like Divine is telling you, no. This is a time for rest, introspection, meditation, retreat, quiet, redirection, and renewal. Take time to reconnect. You ain't charging. You're not plugged in fully. It's a little glitchy, your connection, because like I said earlier, those scales are being weighed, and you very well could go from one side to the other. You're not sure, you're uncertain, you're doubtful, right? You're struggling to launch the satellite higher so you can see more. That's why the escalator card came down, because you feel like this person has had, all right, I'm just going to go with what I'm hearing. You feel like this person has had too much power over you, or you've spent too many years worrying about them. And now divine is really causing you to let that tower fall so that you can be redirected, resurrected, renewed, restored into a higher purpose. So the answer to whatever the question, whatever the focus you had is no. A'ole. Time to rest, time to go within, time to have quiet reflection and redirection and renewal of spirit. Yes, because you are distinguished. Bees to the motherfucking honey or the flowers. When the you side comes up, this is identifying you as distinguished. All right. And that means there's something that sets you apart from your peers, from those other people, from that someone that you have spent too much time giving your energy to, whether physically or spiritually or psychologically or fucking telepathically or whatever. Time to reclaim that sunshine, right? You have a noticeable character or aura that draws onlookers, curious people, different walks of light. That is you, babe. So own it. Don't feel like you have to hide who you are. But yes, in order to figure out what side of the scale you need to be on, recognize that the first side is always going to be center, peace, harmony, reflection of what your aura space is looking like, what color. Ho'ailona. Pay attention, remembering. This card I literally have channeled. We showing you the way. That's your divine guides. Those beautiful and unique signs that come out in nature that you see. Sometimes maybe you feel like you're the only person that sees. Like, did I just see that? I'm not tripping, but like, the fucking veil is thin in certain areas. Your sight is very clear. And so you might be prone to seeing a lot more signs, symbolisms, synchronicities. This is a breath of fresh air. This is a comfort to the spirit and the heart. This is about taking the sacred breaths necessary to reconnect to your natural environment and see the tangible or physical signs all around you. But they won't appear until you allow the veil to be lifted, is what I literally have channeled on here. Confirmation with the death card, the Scorpio card, Scorpio season, we have dead. So for this side of the card, I channeled how your energy has been resonating lately. Lack of sleep, poor health, eating, exercise. You may be or have been projecting an ugly, jealous, depressed, unimpassioned type of aura or energy. So divine is calling your ass out. You are a distinguished light. Your vibration is high, but you have been feeding your cravings. You have been feeding the side of the scale that is weighing you down with tired, exhausted, jealous, somewhat depressed, somewhat anxious, like whatever these negative, egotistical, arrogant, resentful, whatever energy that you might have had in the back pocket or, hidden from other people's sight. The veil is lifting. The veil is lifting. You're being guided, okay? You're being guided so that we can dead the issue, so we can get rid of, so we can shed, so we can transform. Where do we need to be? Divine is saying, so this card came out, but it came in reverse. So this card is about your accountability, your acknowledgement, looking at the motherfucking mirror. Or else, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you watching this video? Why are you functioning throughout the day without looking at you? Who the fuck are you? Not everybody else. Not this person or these people that you might be thinking of. That's what keeps your energy dead. That's what keeps your vibe low. And you know this, right? So take accountability of your truth, which came, like I said, in reverse, okay? I could be talking to the person that feels like they are the one who has someone watching them, or someone that they feel like isn't lifting them up, but putting them down. But in this case, this could also be for that person that has been exuding this energy that makes others feel uncomfortable or makes those unhealed parts of ourselves feel uncomfortable. I don't know if this is making any sense or if you can tell which side of the scale you're on. I feel like it's very much intertwined, and this message seems to be like more molded and welded, or, you know, melted into almost an undistinct version of you and them, or them and you. So this is just truly recognizing for both sides, and however you resonate, that when the bad side comes up, it's just a time to really face yourself, face your truest, most unrevealed, uncensored, sensitive, true self. And, you know, that might mean that there are going to have to be some sensitive or serious talks or conversations. But these conversations need to be had. I literally have it on here. That's why these channeled messages come up, because I know that sometime, however it is meant to apply, will apply. So trust the truth, because it's a divine gift to free one's self. Green card. Green light came in reverse. So work on this energy. Whatever question you had earlier, I keep referring back to whatever question, whatever focus you had earlier. You wanted an answer, right? But green light came in no, which also confirms the no card that I got earlier. So green means your abundance of health, happiness, monetary or materialistic type of abundance. This is your life really coming into fruition, being colored green. You know, this is the color of the earth. You know, it's an earth element that we are speaking to, or I am speaking to. And right now, you need to feed your earth. But in order to really do that well, you got to get a better look at earth, or you, or your home, at yourself, your gardens. And the way to do that is to really rise above, look at the picture at its entirety, or in its entirety, and really open up yourself to a clearer vision. You've got the guidance. You're meant to be there. It's just a matter of going through the death, getting rid of the dead tissue, the dead energy. Wow. Okay. First card that popped out of the couple. Let's talk about it. Lay it out on the table. Quit suppressing truth. Release passive aggression. Ho'oponopono. Forgive. This is about no bitter meals shared. We're not sitting at the table of truth and talking about whatever the issue has been, or is, or will be, or might be, or could be, whatever. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're not talking about sharing an ill-prepared or a toxic meal, conversation. No bitter meals shall be shared. We are in a state of forgiveness. That is the death. That is the Scorpio energy of transformation. That is the season that we are in. And really being mature to ask those questions that need to be asked, to get the answers that truly matter. I was going to say that you want, but Divine's like, bitch, we want a lot of things, and some of it is dumb as fuck. Some of it is petty as fuck. What we need. Yeah, this is a new path. Maka Allah. That means a faint path or trail, or the beginning of a path. Like if you're walking through the bushes and you start to see a little break in the brush or whatever, and it looks like maybe a pig trail, or, you know, some type of animal trail, or maybe there's a way over there or in that direction, and it might be a way closer to where you need to be. But again, we would know that by really tuning into the signs, the answers that are given us, because we are distinguished. We just have to clean out our receptors in order to be able to see that new path. Yeah, so this is seeking new beginnings, or clearing your sacred space to move forward productively. All right, I feel like somebody's really getting some motherfucking answers today. You are the visionary. Your vision is up high in the clouds, in the air, in the heavens, right? You have a higher vision. Your third eye vision is exceptionally clear, and you are able to see beyond or through the clouds and form a heightened, mature point of view. We're getting a lot of confirmational cards. Double on the death card, double on the no card, double on the satellite vision. So this is about you seeing the positive, the pleasant, the peaceful aspects of a person or perspective. Be aware, however, that it doesn't open up space for others to exploit or take advantage. But essentially, you want to see the good in this new path, in this new journey, in this new groundedness, in this new beginning or newly cleared space that you're holding for possibly this person, because someone came up. So it's a situation, but it is more specifically a person for you. Yeah, focus on your crutch. Crutch is something that feeds the addictive personality. You know, this is about you reaching for a distraction, an excuse, a crutch, or some sort of temporary fix for the issues that we're still in denial about or just not ready to face. That's the crutch. And when it comes up on the your side, we're basically saying this is about you taking an inner dive into the root issues of the problem, the shit that you need to talk about. Let's talk about it, right? This is looking at that energy that is within you, right? That could be of jealousy, could be of, you know, inadequacy or incompetence or comparison, like whatever the vibe. Those are just the words that are coming from spirit right now. If it resonates with you and that's the energy that is causing your energy to really be depleted and, you know, you to have a lack of sleep, you might be experiencing some type of insomnia or whatever. Your dreams are all kind of erratic. It's what you're thinking. It's what you're allowing your mind to receive and then process. How are you processing it? And that is why we need to talk about the issues. That is why the path needs to be cleared, right? You need to find your grounding so that you can get a better vision of the situation, a heightened, more mature point of view, and see things more positively and clearly, because you are this beautiful, distinguished aura soul. And that's what draws other people, curious people, onlookers, different walks of life. I see you as a very distinguished, heightened soul, empress, goddess, god, emperor vibes, divine vibes feed you, and they confirm that through your other visions while you pay attention to your intuitions, to really receiving creations, confirmations. So yeah, this is a dive into your root issues. No time for denial. You know, this is really bringing to the table what needs to be seen, talked about. All right, so I talked long enough about this. I feel like it was a message that really needed to it needed to come out in that way. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. I know I talk slow. I do speed up these videos a bit, so it's a little bit easier on the ears, but that one really had to be, that lesson really needed to come out that way for certain clarity to be seen, if you know what I mean. All right, so okay, I'm just gonna do it. I shouldn't have a reason or an explanation or like try to justify myself for you guys, but I like diving into the Kumu cards, even though they're vocabulary cards, because I really want to get a clearer picture of who we might be talking to. And there goes a couple of my cards. Oh, we talking about everybody, honey, divine sis. But we'll just see a little bit of a clearer picture of this other person. Okay, so to start with, I really want to see who this person is that has taken too much of your time or has drained you of too much of your energy, that has kept you in lower vibrational spaces and kept you from really seeing your potential, your purpose, your value, your worth, your divinity. I feel like in a way they trip you up, they trigger you. That's the word, they trigger. There's some kind of trauma between, wow, it has something to do with ulu, or there might be an issue. I don't know why I'm thinking issue, because I love ulu, and that particular food is so sustainable. So there's a value. It's like, this is weird. So I don't know if this is going to resonate with any of you guys who might not be from Hawaii, but there are many mo'olelo about the ulu. Maybe I'll have to pop up something if I find it while I'm editing, but essentially, like with the taro, there are a lot of meals that can be prepared with ulu. It's kind of like a potato-y texture, if you ask me. All right, so a quick reference to ulu's symbolism states that generations of Hawaiians have regarded ulu as a symbol of resilience, perseverance, and security, often revering ulu trees as kino lau of Ku. Ku is a Hawaiian god. An ulu tree is still often planted when a child is born to ensure a lifetime of nourishment. And if I'm not mistaken, one Native Hawaiian traditional practice is to bury the piko or umbilical cord and the ieve or placenta of your newborn child and plant an ulu tree over it.
But overall, ulu is low in fat, low glycemic, non-GMO, and gluten-free. So it's an excellent source of fiber, protein, and essential vitamins. It's a very, very sustainable type of plant.
But there's something there. I said issue, so I'm feeling like this person that you're looking at in your situation that has kind of brought you down, or you've been made to feel like they trigger you, or you've made yourself feel like they trigger you. This person has an issue with something to do with an ulu tree, or there's a significance with the ulu. And I'm trying to read it, but I feel like this person is kind of blocking the answers. One, I feel like, I'm hearing they're number one. They feel like number one, and they feel like they're that sustainable earthly energy or vibe. There's some kind of competition. There's some type of like, they want you to know that they don't feel like you are at their level. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, interesting. Let's just keep going, because I'm going to try to analyze the fuck out of these from a different perspective of just channeling, and I don't want to do that. So you guys take it as it resonates, and if it resonates, then let it be. If it doesn't, let it go. But something about mala, garden. Who's garden? Garden. Damn. I might need to turn you guys down. All right, I know this is a super weird angle from the last one, but all right, I needed to show you the cards because I feel like this is for one person that you've been thinking about. So something about ulu, something about their, I'm seeing nurturing. A divine masculine and feminine energy is represented in this, so it could be a feminine or masculine energy. Yeah, so they feel like they're number one, and it has something to do with this mo'olelo, the story, something behind this. And right now, the vibe that they're carrying, that you've been feeling, that you've been getting triggered by, that you've been getting exhausted by, feeling kind of stuck by, that's the energy that's toxic to their garden. That's like a weed killer, or a plant killer, I should say. So this is a blockage. What are you feeding your mind? Your mind garden and your soul garden. Something about cell phone, email, some kind of connection. There's a connection between you and this person, and it started through some sort of technology. It could be you had each other's numbers at one point. Like, this is a close connection. For somebody to reach you on your personal line or your cell phone, you have to give them that number, mostly. Like, if it's an acquaintance, or again, this person, someone you know. So yeah, there was a close enough connection at one point where you had each other's numbers, or you were connected very closely. But this is where I feel like number one comes into play, because they might be feeling like, well, I've taken first place. Brown skin, person of color, person of some sort of darker, native, indigenous, cultural, ancestral type of background. All right, let's get a little bit more information. I'm just gonna let divine let it flow. So this person really identifies with, or has something very connected with the puhi, or the eel symbolism. So I'm feeling like a relation, like if their spirit animal is the puhi. And they might not recognize it, they might not know that, but I'm feeling like they've always connected, because this is more of an indigenous line. The brown skin, native colored folks. There's a story, again, with the ulu. There's a story with the ulu and the puhi. But yeah, let's just keep going. I feel like I'm taking forever, but it's like, no, we got to really see what's on the table. Something with horses. I don't know why I put it down over here. Horses, very wise, very in tuned and intuitive, sensitive creatures. Horses, they might be, I know. All right, yeah. Right there, I was having a moment of confusion. I wasn't sure if it was you that liked the horses, or if it was the other person, but I just instinctively put it on the telephone card. This was the connection that you have with that person that makes them feel like they've taken first place, or they've won. Word one, WON. And that's been a trigger, and that's been a dead energy that has possibly been around for years. So yeah, I feel like there's a common likeness, a common intuition, sensitivity towards each other. Like there's still a connection, but it's more through a spiritual connection. Because with the horse, I see more like that sensitive, very in tuned with your energy that you're exuding, your aura. So I feel like this is the connection both of you have to each other. You're in tuned. That's very, very, very interesting. Okay, oma'o. Green, but it came in reverse. This came upside down because it should be like that. But the connection, when I think green, like I named in my card, so this is another confirmational card, being that it's in reverse as well. What the green card that I had represented abundance, either monetarily or your happiness, your peace, your harmony, right? This could also be about your health, but maybe even having healthy standards, healthy relationships. And so because this also is on this spot, the connection that you're getting or that you had, that is mostly through an intuitive line, essentially, there's still some areas where you are not moving forward. You're still harboring an unhealthy viewpoint, state of mind, mentality. It's going back to the mental space. So the green is that, yeah, there's still, it's like you're connected to each other, because it's like if the light is green on the phone, then you know that you're connected, that both parties have picked up. But there's just something that's not being communicated, I feel like. Wow. Something. This fell on this pile of connection. There's some sort of connection to each other. What? This is so weird. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But I'm just going to go with it because it might really hit home. Even if it hits home for just one person, then I'm meant to deliver it. But I just have to say it does get weird for me sometimes. All right, so this fell on the connection. So the connection that you have with this person, by the way, if you can't tell what it is, it's a shoulder, po'ohivi, but it came in reverse. So it's like when I see this, there's a connection, something to do with your skin, your brown skin. But also I'm seeing, like, for some reason I'm seeing tattoo. Maybe both of you guys have matching tattoos or like best friend tattoos. So this could have been a former best friend. But I'm also seeing like similar tattoos, or maybe a tattoo that you guys share in the same spot. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing randomly. I feel like this is so specific though. Okay, so what fell in my lap? This is interesting. Kinika is sink. So let's get some clarity, because I was thinking, like, what do you use in a sink? You wash your hands, you clean up in a sink. You need the water to cleanse the dirt, maybe from the bad fruits you're harvesting, So I'm seeing water energy, like you need to clear the space, cleanse the energy, cleanse the bad vibes, cleanse the bad seeds that were planted. Anything else, divine? I'm just letting divine go with it. No bitter meals shared is what I'm seeing. How do you feed your soul? That goes with that garden energy as well. How do you feed your soul? Really putting into question the things that are planted in your inner space, in your soul, the connection that you have. Okay, so as you can see, the Maka card fell on this line of connection here. Maka is I, and so both of you may share very strong eye features, or there's something that really draws people into your eyes, perhaps. It's like your spirit or your soul really comes out through your eyes, through your vision. You're very intuitive. And again, falling on this line of connection with the horse, the sensitivity. It can really be shown through your windows of the soul. Something about hair. So I'm really feeling like these body parts is a similarity. There's a sisterhood, a best friend aspect. Because again, like with this one, I was seeing matching tattoos, or also connected to the skin color. Something very identifiable. So this one would be po'o, your head. You think alike, similar, interesting. And then we have kuava. So what is the fruits? That sweet sour. This is guava. So sweet to their sour, or their sour to your sweet. The fruits that you're planting, the meals that you're sharing, the connection that you have, whether you like it or not. Interesting, because this falls all around this area. So this is like their sustainability to family, or to their environment, feeling like they're number one. All of this is about, what are you feeding your soul? What seeds are you planting? What fruit are you bearing? Sweet, sour? You're kind of a bit of both. Also something about Lavaita. Lavaita is a fisherman. So this could be maybe, let's see. I'm hearing Kane. Something about a Kane. Transformation. The connection, because this fell right. I know it's kind of getting super hard to see. But when we had the green light, the sensitivity, some sort of connection with this person, this fell on that pile too. The connection that you and the other person have is the transformation that needs to be worked on. This is that death card, that Scorpio vibe. So what you need to work on is that connection, is that forgiveness, is that sitting at the table of truth and talking about it, clearing the dead energy, transforming the connection in a way that's like you don't have static. You're not just sitting on both sides of the line, even though it's fucking green, which means it's on, the connection's there, but you're not just sitting on both sides of the phone, not talking to each other, but the fucking connection's there. So that's where the transformation needs to be made in this situation. All right, any other information about this or the other person, whichever side you resonate with or can vibe with? Who else do we need to speak to or about? Oh, okay. Well, this is standing out, and that's the Nioi. Nioi is chili pepper. So very spicy attitudes in the garden, in the work process of not planting and harvesting bad seeds and fruits. There's some of that Scorpio energy, some of that resistance to death, because you're very there's some fire sign energy here. Iole, Elepani. Interesting animals. One of you is the rat and one of you is the wise one. But I feel like the connection here is if a rat ran by an elephant, the elephant would get startled by the movement. So this rat of a character, of an aura, is here for a purpose. Whoever this person is, the other person, or if it's you. But the rat symbolism is very powerful and explains a little bit more about this person. And then you could be the Elepani, or the other person could be. But whoever resonates with what, these are the two sides. This is you and the other person. Which one are you? Elephants are very wise, very smart. Their intelligence is very distinguished, which again could be you because we got that card. There's a motherly nature, but there's a very masculine presence, especially in the field of, or in the way of, protection of their herd, of their tribe. So this is who we're talking to, the elephant and the rat. Could there be a friendship here? What is the symbolism and what is the connection? All I'm hearing is the bigger your hair, the more secrets. For some reason, that's what Divine's delivering right now. And so that could mean something in regards to these two people. I don't know. Maybe there's something, a hair issue or connection. But the bigger the hair, the more secrets is what I'm hearing. All right. If you guys knew the amount of distractions and interruptions that my videos get, but especially this one, hopefully you'll have a whole new found appreciation for my editing. But anyway, I feel like this message is so elongated, and I really feel like we're on a motherfucking mission. We're on a journey here. But yeah, so this is something, some kind of secret between the two of you, or some kind of secret opposition, let's just say. That's what's coming to mind. Again, this is Mahi'ai, which is farmer, but in reverse, it's like underneath this secret opposition. See how I move that? Off of the fire, the aggression, the jealousy, the heatedness between the two. There's a secret that lies in the garden space. You're not tilling your garden properly, right? And again, this could have something to do with a Kane. I don't know why I'm thinking Kane with him as a fisherman, or maybe there's like, maybe this person is a fisherman or close to shore a lot. Beach brada, waterman type vibe. Something about this Kane. So I guess I'm talking to a divine feminine, obviously. But let's see. Working with the hands. They want to see, they see your hand, they see the way you move, but also showing your palms is like showing your eyes. showing what lies within and showing your moves and your motives and your intentions and your goals and showing your vision through your action is what I'm seeing with the hand card. Or is this finally reaching a clearance or a conclusion or solution, an agreement of some sort with a handshake? That's on the line of connection. That's on the line of transformation. We're shifting the vibe. Okay, I'm going to just draw. I'm going to take these last two cards. Upena. So, holo man. That's what I see. Someone that chose net, dives maybe, or is always in the water. Waterman. Close to shore, though. Or pihi picker, maybe. I don't know. I say close to shore and we get kahakai, the beach. So yeah, that's a little clarity on the connection, the kane, the person that this could be about between these. I'm seeing two divine feminines. I didn't want to exclude the divine masculines, but when the kane appeared and then more confirmation about who he is, someone that really spends a lot of time by the beach, by the ocean, or has always been a beach boy or a fucking waterman, fisherman, you know, somebody that's always been close to shore, grown up by the beach. So I see in this particular vibe, two divine feminines with opposite characters, but very similar. With a secret, because we got that from the hair card, yeah? With a secret that keeps popping up. So I'm going to put these cards to the side, and I'm only going to pull a few more from this deck because I feel like I spent so much time on that person that I think there could also be an explanation for the divine masculine. So for the divine masculine, what are we looking at? Oh, colorful. You are not seeing all the colors of the rainbow. Koluvela is colors, basically. This rainbow spectrum. Now I want to say, like, gay. This could be a divine masculine that really identifies on both sides of the situation or both sides of self, but I'm really seeing with it in reverse. Like, this is just someone who needs to learn to spot those ho'ailona, or those signs. You, the divine masculine, need to spot the signs between you and the other person, the someone that you know, someone you maybe lost touch with, that you grew up with. Kamali'i is the card, but it's in reverse. So yeah, lost hope, rainbow, childhood, innocence, seeing the colors, seeing all the spectrums, and appreciating. There's someone you lost touch with. Maybe this is the someone that you know, a childhood friend. Could have been a female, a girl you grew up with. Don't know. Poi is a very sustained. It comes from the taro plant. This is obviously the root, but papaku'iai is a board used to pound poi. So I'm seeing like the connection that you had. I'm hearing breaking bread. If we were in another space than here in Hawaii, it would be like breaking bread, sharing poi, sharing your meal, your food. So maybe you used to do that in your childhood with this person. Your families could have been close, or you used to share meals together, you used to have dinner together, and that's no longer. So there's a connection that's broken. Papale, something with a hat. Maybe there's a connection, a story. It kind of was sideways, upside down though. So clarity on the hat. I'm hearing something about a lost hat. You took your hat off. Wow, Paniolo with the hat. You're a gentleman, a cowboy, farm boy, perhaps. Yeah. I'm hearing connect with the animals a little bit better than people. But with this person, like, or maybe because this is upside down, maybe they felt like you never took your hat off. You never showed them the respect or gave them the feeling through your gestures that you cared enough. Because you were too cowboy, paniolo. I don't know. Pulumi. You kept this closeness, this connection under the rug. You swept it under the rug is what I'm seeing. And maybe it had something to do with their sexuality. Maybe there is something. Maybe they are colorful, more animated by whatever. I don't know why I feel like I have to put that in there, but I keep going back to that. So maybe you lost a connection or you hid a relationship with someone under the rug because you didn't know. You cared more about what other people thought. But you used to break bread. You used to have these connective relations with this person. But maybe they felt like you weren't. Okay, I'm kind of rushing ahead. But maybe they felt like you weren't gentleman enough to them. You didn't give them the respect through the gestures. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. And then this Manako is mango. Maybe they want you to be a little bit more sweeter, and you're not. Because poi is very bland, if you ask me, like fresh poi. I love poi, but fresh is mostly my thing. Some people like it sour, which has given it time to kind of sour up in a couple days from pounding it. But you can cut up the taro and eat that. You can make plenty meals, like kulolo is made from poi. So this is a sustainable, practical mindset. But they want you to be adventurous. Mangoes, manako. Like this is sweetness, but tartness. This is tropical. This is let loose. This is colorful, bright, vibrant energy is what I'm seeing. And maybe there's a story with the mango. I don't know. It could be a sexual thing, or it could be like, just plain. They want you to be a little bit more flavored and succulent and sweet than just bland and practical and sustainable. But that's all you're going to get, It feeds you, but you kind of need more flavors. Yeah. The intuition from the pueo, from the owl. They want, it's like, So maybe this other person is someone for you that has triggered you that we got in the main cards. Maybe that person wants you to be more sweet, more intuitive to their needs, to who they are, and not sweep shit under the rug. Just be the manly man. Cowboy. Papa'i. Papa'i. Maybe you're too crabby. Crabby Patty. You're a crab. You can be very pinchy and inconsiderate and caustic with your words. Aole is what I'm seeing. Nope, not gonna fly. We have the mano. Mano. It's like you're on guard, but they don't want you to be. They don't want you to be always like on the prowl or always finding the worst out of things. Maybe that's your vibe. You don't really address stuff. And so they want you to stop being that way. Stop being that way. Stop being crabby. Stop always feeling like you have to defend or you have to see, the worst out of situations. Stop being the predator, the aggressor. And maybe you don't think you're doing that, but I'm hearing you are. That's the energy that needs to fucking be reconstructed. Watch what you say. Be mindful of what you say. Think first. Use your intuition with this Pueo card. And again, because this fell over here on the Papale card, this to me is saying the gestures you made before, the rudeness you exhibited before, it's time to be mindful of that and watch what you say and how you say it. How you deliver things is very, very crucial. All right, one more card for the Divine Masculines. And this fell over in this corner with Papa'i, the crab, and Kaihohonu, a reef, but it's upside down. So a reef is usually, as you can see, very, very occupied by colorful coral and fish and other little plant life, sea plant life, And it came upside down. It came in reverse. So this crabby attitude, this shell-like attitude that you have, it's time to dive deeper and not just be stuck in the sand, okay? Dive into the ocean and see the beauty of what lies underneath in this person is what I'm seeing. So this person is more colorful than you. And that could mean whatever it means sexually, but just overall, spiritually, this person is more vibrant. And you might be scared of that, but they're saying put your guards on, stop being crabby, stop prowling the waters, okay? Scaring everything away with your mouth, with what you say. Tune into your intuition. Don't be just necessary and bland. I mean, I love poi, so, it kind of bothers me when I say bland for poi. But again, this isn't really poi. This is more of the... this is a papaku'iai. This is the board. So stop being stiff as a board. Learn to be succulent, vibrant, flavorful, loosened up, relaxed. All right, so that's for the Divine Masculine. Felt like it was necessary to include because the other one was going very specific into another person. But, all right, this video is getting super duper long. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to shuffle up some tarot and see what is meant for the conclusive message of truth for the situation. We've gone through a lot of little avenues, I feel like, in this video, and so it's probably going to be difficult to name, but overall I'm feeling like you need to come to the table and talk to this particular person, and until then, whoa, your situation is going to be very cluttered, congested, confusing. I don't know if I want to really read these, so let me look. And this is how to be Knight of Pentacles, basically. How to keep charging forward. Get your rest. Or else you'll lose your joy, your happiness, your contentment, your peace, your harmony, your balance. You'll stay tied up with the Eight of Swords in your emotions and in your conflict with this other person. Seven of Pentacles. You still got to put in the work. Still got to freaking bust ass to make sure your garden grows properly. We got the Mala card reverse, the Mahi'ai card reverse. That's the farmer. And we got green reverse. Like, there's so much shit you need to work on. Two of Wands. Really coming together with self, higher and lower self, to get shit done, to put in the action, to be inspired, to move past, to move beyond, right? King of Pentacles. I don't know. This Prophet. King of Pentacles in reverse is like, girl, got a lot of work. Man, got a lot of work. Okay, so I'm not going to take that because it was all too much. All right, so we already been through a lot of cards, so I'm hoping it doesn't spray out again today. But we shall see. All right, conclusive message for this video to figure out what conclusions, what solution needs to be laid out on the table. Queen of Swords, really delegating, yes, that position. Delegating the conflict, really rising above it, really being able to acknowledge it, accept it, heal from it, learn from it, free yourself from it. We got the Tower again. Freeing yourself from the Tower, letting shit fall. Yeah, we finally turned around the blockage. We finally turned around the first card we got, the motherfucking Uranus card, which is the Tower card, and we got that in reverse. We got this in reverse. And now we've turned that shit around, turned that energy around. We are letting shit fall. We are letting shit happen. Whoa, shit. Okay, what fell off the table? Lovers. You ain't gotta be lovers and friends. That's definitely out of here. The connection can finally, the phone can finally be hung up, is what I'm hearing. From the table of truth, the conclusion is, you ain't gonna be motherfucking lovers. You're not gonna be friends. But, you know, to me, I'm hearing that's okay. You can finally put shit to rest and let shit fall apart. Look how that fell right on the Tower. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this energy you were carrying around, too much. Heaviness, burden, stress, worry, anxiety, doubt, you know, the scenarios you'd make up in your head. It was too much to carry. It's time to put that down. Leave it in the Tower. Leave the baggage in the Tower as it crumbles. 10 of Swords. Wow. Because this person has an energy that is not, it's that rat energy that's coming up. Look at the fucking torment she's going through. The voices. This person really triggered you and made you feel very lonely, depressed. Again, that's that dead energy where it's exhausting you to hear their thoughts and their words and their projections onto you. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, they are definitely not meant. You need to hang up. But the thing about it being in reverse is you're finally releasing the voices, releasing the triggers, releasing the trauma. Okay, any other message to be seen, spoken, and shared for collective who is resonating, vibing, listening to this message? Ooh, off the table. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups off the table. So I'm feeling like this was for that divine masculine that I was talking about with the Kumu cards. The divine masculine who might have had a childhood friend, because this is very symbolic of like the time spent, the generosity given, the imagination, the innocence, the colorful nature. This fell off the table. So this connection through lovers might not be an option, you know? And that's heavy. Did I say 10 of Swords? I meant 9 of Swords. Yeah. I don't know why I was saying 10 of Swords, but let's get that on record. So this person has put you through a lot, has done enough to put you in mental spaces, labyrinths in your mind, into that doubt, that uncertainty, that, you know, incompatible or incomparable, or just that energy of really not feeling good enough is what I keep hearing with this particular card. And that was a lover. But in terms of your friend or the person that you might no longer be friends with, even though you were in childhood or at a younger age, it's kind of like, it's time to release these relationships because they're not for you. All right. Yeah. Have the passion, have the persistency and the patience to move forward even through the conflict with this Page of Swords. You know, the world, the sky is your motherfucking playground. Don't be hung up on the same situations and the same person. So this is a lot of release going on. The Tower, release. There's so much potential. There's so much prosperity. There's so much abundance ahead of you. You literally look. You literally carry that in the palm of your hand. So there doesn't need to be you holding the phone, not saying shit, and the other person on the other line doing the same thing. This is a transformation that needs to happen, and I feel like this message needs to wrap up. What we're doing is getting rid of the weight, the burden, the stress, laying it out on the table, talking about it, and turning our baggage, turning our bullshit around, transmuting that into transformation and rising above in those visionary, divine spaces that we're meant to hold. All right, coming back up here. So yeah, really just releasing all the burdens. So I know this was a long video and there was a lot of chops and interruptions, and this should make for a very interesting edit. That I know. But if you made it this far in the video and you were able to resonate with it, I trust that it allows your spirit to be free from the fucking burdens, free from the demolition of spirit. So we got it out on the table. Now it's time to really transmute and transform our vibes, our frequencies, and reach those visionary heights. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are so compelled. And I will see you in my next video. With love, light, and always aloha.